Good morning, everyone, and happy Monday. My name is Elder Jennifer McNeal, and thank you for tuning in to another Monday Devotional. Can you believe we are halfway through 2024? Cannot believe it, right? I thought it would be fitting to use this month of devotionals to conduct a mid-year check-in. That's right, a mid-year check-in. Maybe you've had an awesome year, or maybe everything that could go wrong has done just that. Or maybe, just maybe, it's been a year of partly cloudy with a chance of rain. Either way, sometimes a quick reflection/evaluation is required to help persevere through the remaining of the year. Taking time to reflect on where you've been, where you are, and where you're headed allows time to create, dissolve, and evaluate steps needed to finish strong in 2024. Besides, reflection with the right mindset is a healthy practice. It's far too easy to just drift through the weeks and the months and wonder where the time went. However often you decide to do a personal mid-year check-in, that's a great time to make adjustments to your goals, your projects, or whatever you have set before you to be accomplished in this year. Now, 3 things we want to keep in mind that we don't want to find ourselves doing in these next few weeks of mid-year check-in. Number 1 is comparing ourselves to someone else. We each have our own separate journey to embark upon. Distractions and discouragement can easily get the best of us when we find ourselves comparing ourselves to others. The danger of comparison is we are unknowingly telling God that He doesn't know what He's doing. Number 2, no beating yourself up. If within the next few weeks of mid-year check-in, you find yourself not quite where you need to be, or maybe not even close, it's okay. Give yourself grace. This mid-year check-in is to help us identify those areas so we can address it and be better. Whatever you discover shouldn't make you bitter, but you should allow it to make you better. Which leads me to number 3. Mid-year check-in is about improvement, not perfection. Now, perhaps some of you watching have reached that level of perfection, and you go head on with your bad self. But for those of us who aren't quite there yet, we will keep working towards improvement. This isn't a quest to be better than each other, but to be better than what we were in January, right? Now that we know what to look forward to for the upcoming Monday devotionals, allow me to check in with you. Let me ask you a question. How are you? How are you doing? Take a minute and ask yourself that question. How am I doing? What has been your biggest struggles, trials, or victories this year so far? How has God met you and led you along this year's path? Do you feel like He really has you? Or do you feel like you're in a wilderness of wandering? What have been your disappointments and your celebrations so far this year? These are questions I would love for you to consider during this mid-year check-in time. Do you know where you're going? Do you know what it will take for you to get to where you're trying to go? How are you spiritually? How are you relationally? How are you personally? Guess what? In the next few weeks, we will tackle that in our Monday devotionals. How are you spiritually? How are you personally? And how are you relationally? So do me a favor, tune in next week as we attack all of those subjects. So go out and live a better life. Have a good one.